Hello guys, my name is Cyber33. In this tutorial, we are going to create this color picker website, which gets an input and gives us a hex color RGB code with two different ways. First way is jQuery, and the second way is JavaScript document object model. You can download all the files and codes from my GitHub. Link is in the description. So, without waste of any time, let us get started. Create new project folder and open this folder in your IDE. My project folder name is Color Picker. First, we discuss jQuery method. We need three files: jqr.html, jqr.js, and jqr.css. This tutorial is not about HTML or CSS. If you have no knowledge about them, don't worry. I'll explain everything very quickly. First step is adding jQuery script into your HTML file. So go to your browser and search for jQuery download. Scroll down. There are many ways to install it, but I prefer Microsoft CDN. Here you can download the versions and releases of jQuery. I want the latest version 3.7.1 and the mean version. If you click on it, you can see the actual jQuery code. You have two ways. First way is copy and paste this link into your HTML file directly. Just a simple HTML page. I want to add jQuery script at the end of loading head tag of my HTML. Just right here. Source is the link that you copied. How to make sure the jQuery is installed or not? Copy the path of this HTML and paste it into your browser. Then open your console and type $sign. If you get this output, it means jQuery is installed successfully. If it is not, then you get this thing. The second way of installing jQuery is downloading the jQuery JS file itself. I prefer this way. A script tag src equals jQuery.js file, because it is in the same folder as my HTML. The jQuery installation is complete. We have two extensions to install. If you are a web developer, these extensions are so powerful. Don't forget to install them. One is this HTML CSS support. Another one is jQuery code snippets. Okay, I want to change the title for my HTML. You can change the title to anything you want. A heading. Anything which I want to change the color, I give them a class named TX. The text for this heading is color picker. Then I have an input. This is the color input. ID is picker. Value is a color hex code, for example, this one, some kind of sky blue. Then I have input button, ID is btn, and value, which means the text on the button, is apply. Reload the page to see the result. I'm gonna add a few paragraph here. Also, class is tx because I want to change the color of this text later on. BR means break the line. That's it. I need a text that shows me the current color of text. I create another paragraph. I give it tx class and a specific ID to call it later on. ID equals show color. Because the default text color is black, I type here the hex code for black color. Okay, HTML is complete, functionality is not. Let's have a few styling here, just a few simple. In body tag, I wanna text align everything in the center. Don't forget to link your CSS file to your HTML. Like this link, relationship is style sheet, its ref or reference is jQuery.css because it is in the same folder as my HTML file, and it is done. Maybe another background color other than white makes it a little bit more beautiful. So background color, something like, okay, front end is complete. Let's jump into JavaScript for backend and functionality. My jQuery JavaScript file is here. The next thing is my own JavaScript file. So after jQuery, I have to include my own JavaScript as well. So another script tag source is jqr.js because it is in the same folder as my HTML file. It is very important to load your own script after jQuery. Because of that, I am now able to call jQuery functions in my own script. For example, console.log $, and I get the exact same result as before. Just right here. Boom. Everything is perfect. If I type $ parentheses quotation P, it gives me all paragraph tag in my HTML. You can see it here. I have 2 paragraphs, and if I expand it, you can see the index 0 is this, index 1 is my show color text. Okay. And because I have jQuery extension, if I type JQ, I get plenty of many options to choose. For example, jQuery mouse hour. I have a selector, which is P inside quotation, which means paragraph, as I said. I have a function to call. When I move my mouse over the paragraph, the function is called, and I do fade a paragraph when I move my mouse on it. JQ fade out. There is a selector and there is fade out function. Okay, it fades my paragraph. Let's try it. It worked. Again. Okay, let's jump in the real codes. Define a variable, name is picker, equals color input using jQuery. So dollar parentheses, and here you can type the ID of your color picker input. In CSS, we call ID by hashtag, and we call a class by dot. For example, .tx. We must do the same with jQuery. Hashtag picker. Log this picker to see what it is in the console. It is the JavaScript object, and the first index, index 0, is my actual input. So to access the actual input, I add index 0. If I reload, you can see this is the input and not object anymore. We do the exact same thing to access the button input. Variable myBTN is equal to $#BTN index 0, then console.log myBTN. Very good. Another variable for show color paragraph. ID in HTML was #show color. Don't forget the index 0. Console.log show color. Right here. Another variable for all text, which I want to change the color for. They are tx class, as I said. So .tx. The result is this has 3 length, index 0, index 1, and index 2. Okay. JQ click. When I click on a button, I don't need to type it like this. I can delete it and just type myBTN. Click. My function will be called when I click on my button. I don't need this. Define variable myColor equals picker.value. Then I have to create a loop and change the color of each index here. For variable I equals 0, I is less than all text.length, I++, and then all text index I dot style dot color equals my color. If I run my code in this special case, you can see it will not work. It is not working. The reason is here for button, I have to delete this index part. Now it's working. But I have to change the text for show color dot text content equals my color, which is picker.value, this code here. Reload and my project is complete. Congratulations. The next way, we learn about document object model. We are going to do all of this without using jQuery. Create DOM folder, DOM HTML file, DOM JS, and DOM CSS. CSS is the exact same thing. There is just a few small parts for HTML to change. I don't need this jQuery script. I have to change the script name for my own script, dom.js. And DOM CSS. Copy the file path and paste it into your browser. I forgot to change the tab title. Title is DOM. Console.log connected. Everything is fine. Let's jump into JavaScript actual codes. Console.log document.head. It gives me the head tag of my HTML file. Console.log document.body. It gives me the body tag of my HTML file. Head tag, body tag. The exact same thing here. Just like before, define variable picker equals document dot get elements by ID, and here you type your ID without using hashtag sign. This is my picker input variable. My btn variable equals document dot query selector. This time I want to use different method of document object model. In this way, you have to use CSS style ID and class. It means I have to add hashtag in the query selector, or maybe if I'm using class, I have to use dot sign to specify which class I want to use. Show color equals document dot get elements by ID show color, and console.log show color. Variable alt text equals document dot query selector all, because I have multiple tag using tx class. So query selector all, and then you have to type the CSS style way, for example, .tx. Expand this to see the final result for alt text variable. There is another way instead of using query selector all. I'm gonna comment this line and then variable alt text equals get elements by class name. You don't need to type dot before tx. Tx only is enough. And I have the exact same result. To add functionality, you have to create a event listener function. And this is the way to create it. myptn.add event listener. Inside parentheses, I have many options to choose from. You can check out the documentation online to see what it is, but for now, I just want to use click. It means when I click my button, do something using this function. The function here is the exact function which I had in my jQuery section. Copy and paste it from here. Alright, that's all for this tutorial. Thanks for watching. If you learned anything new, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share it with the people who need it. And as I said, you can download all of the codes from my GitHub, link is in the description. See you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.